Hey everyone, welcome to Speak Like a Native. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. Let's get into it.
Okay, Leo, quick question. If I say, a great idea just came to me, am I moving?
What? No, of course not. You're just thinking.
Exactly. And if I say, she comes across as very confident, is she walking towards me?
No, it's about her vibe, her impression.
Perfect. So here's today's big idea, and it's going to change how you use one of the most common words in English. The word come has almost nothing to do with physical movement or direction in natural conversation. If you're translating it as la or ventir or Carmen, you're missing 90% of its power. Today, we're fixing that.
Whoa. Okay, that's huge. So it's not about coming and going?
Not in the way we usually think. At its heart, come is about connection, arrival at a state, or emergence. The movement is metaphorical. And we're going to master 3 incredibly common phrasal verbs that prove it: come across, come up with, and come through.
I'm ready. I feel like I use come all the time, but probably wrong.
Let's start with the first one, come across. Leo, imagine you're cleaning out your old closet. You open a box and you find your childhood diary. What happened?
I found my diary?
Yes, but more specifically, you weren't looking for it. It was a surprise. You could say, I came across my old diary while cleaning. It means to find or encounter something or someone unexpectedly.
Oh, like stumbling upon it.
Exactly. Now, come across has a second, equally important meaning. It's about the impression you give. Leo, if you meet someone for the first time and they're very polite, serious, and well-dressed, how do they seem?
They seem professional, maybe a bit strict.
You could say he comes across as very professional, or she comes across as a bit strict. It's about the vibe you project, how you are perceived.
So it's like the version of you that arrives in someone else's mind.
Ha! That's a fantastic way to put it. The you that comes across to them. So 2 meanings, one about finding things, one about the impression you give. Let's practice. I'll give a scenario. You tell me which meaning of come across fits. Scenario 1. You're scrolling online and you see a funny article about cats.
I came across a funny article online.
Great. Meaning 1, find unexpectedly. Scenario 2, you're in a meeting and you're trying to be enthusiastic, but you're really tired.
I hope I don't come across as bored.
Perfect. Meaning 2, give an impression. Now here's a common mistake. Many learners, especially Spanish speakers, might directly translate cítale, ícale, or parecer and use find or seem in awkward ways, like I found his email by accident in my spam folder. It's okay, but I came across his email in my spam folder is more natural. Chinese speakers might try to say he gives a professional feeling, which is very direct translation. He comes across as professional is the natural phrase.
Got it. So come across is for accidental finds and perceived vibes, not physical crossing over.
Exactly. Now, let's move to the second one, and this is a workhorse. Come up with. Leo, your boss says, we need a new slogan for the product by tomorrow. What do you need to do?
I need to think of a slogan, create one.
Yes, you need to come up with a slogan. It means to produce, invent, or think of an idea, plan, solution, or answer. It's active creation. It's not just think, it's think and produce.
So it's like the idea comes up from your brain.
From your mind, yes, it emerges. You can come up with an excuse, a name, a proposal, a way to fix something. Let's try. I need a gift for my mom's birthday. I have no ideas.
Don't worry, we'll come up with something good.
Perfect. Or, in a crisis, the engineers came up with a brilliant solution to the problem.
What's a mistake people make with this one?
Great question. A very common error is using think of or find when come up with is better. For example, I must think of a solution is okay, but I need to come up with a solution implies more urgency and creativity. Arabic speakers might use invent, which can sound too heavy for small ideas. You don't invent an excuse for being late. You come up with one. Also, the preposition is crucial. It's always come up with, not come up to or come up for. That's a classic slip.
I can see myself making that with mistake.
Everyone does at first. Now, the third one is about reliability and help come through. Imagine this, Leo. You have a huge, important job interview at 9 a.m. Your car won't start. You're panicking. You call your friend at 7 a.m. She says, I'll be there in 20 minutes. And she arrives, drives you, and you get to the interview on time. What did your friend do?
She saved me. She helped me a lot.
She came through for you. It means to do what is needed or expected, especially in a difficult situation, to deliver help, support, or a result when it really matters. It implies reliability under pressure.
So it's like, she came through the difficulty to get to me.
Yes, the help or the person arrives successfully despite obstacles. It can also be used for things. The data finally came through, meaning it arrived after waiting. Or, my loan approval came through. It went through the process successfully.
That's a really positive phrase.
It is. It builds trust. Now, the mistake here is using simpler words like help or arrive and missing the nuance. He helped me is general. He really came through for me tells a story of crisis and reliability. Also, note the structure. You come through for someone, or something comes through for no object. Don't say he came through me. That's wrong.
Prepositions are tricky.
They are, but we'll lock them in. Okay, let's do a mid-episode check. I'm going to say a sentence, and you tell me which phrasal verb fits. I was looking for my keys, and I them in the jacket I wore last week.
Found them unexpectedly, came across.
Correct. Next one. We need a better meeting time that works for everyone in Tokyo and New York.
Produce an idea, come up with a better time.
Excellent. Last one. I wasn't sure if he'd finish the report on time, but he really
did what was needed, came through.
Perfect. You're getting it. Now here's the part that surprises most people. Why do we use come for all these non-movement ideas? Think about the core meaning, to move toward or arrive at a place. Now make that place metaphorical. You come across information, it arrives in your awareness. You come up with an idea, it arrives in your mind from nowhere. A friend comes through, their help arrives at your point of need. The destination isn't a location. It's a state of connection, discovery, or solution.
Oh, so the coming is the idea or the help, moving to where it's needed.
Exactly. It's about the journey to a point of connection. This is why come is often used in emotional context too. I've come to like him, horror, arrived at a state of liking but. It comes as a surprise. The surprise arrives to you.
This is blowing my mind a little. So if I say, can you come to my party? That's literal movement. But if I say, I hope you can come up with a good costume idea, that's metaphorical movement of an idea.
100%. And this is why translating word for word fails. The logic is different. Now let's get into some real-world scenarios. I'll play a role, you respond using one of our phrases. Scenario, you're my coworker. I say, Leo, the client hates all our design concepts. The meeting is in 1 hour. We're in trouble.
Okay, don't panic. We just need to come up with something new really fast.
Perfect use. Come up with. Scenario 2, you're telling me a story about a weird coincidence. You'll never believe what happened. I was at the library, and guess what I found?
What did you come across?
Yes, come across. Scenario 3, you were really sick last week and couldn't go shopping. Your neighbor did your grocery shopping for you. How do you thank them?
Thank you so much for coming through for me like that. I really needed it.
Beautiful, natural, and grateful. Now let's talk about a big cultural point. Using these phrases correctly makes you sound like you understand how English speakers think in terms of processes and connections. Saying I found it by accident is factual. Saying I came across it paints a mini story. Saying he helped me is plain. He came through for me implies you were in a bind and he was a hero. You're not just sharing information, you're sharing the experience.
It's the sounding native part, isn't it? Choosing the phrase that carries the right feeling.
Exactly. It's emotional grammar. Now, I promised you a classic mistake. Leo, I want you to try and translate this sentence from a non-native speaker's perspective. The idea is, I need to think of a name for the new project. But they translate think of to directly from their language. What might they say wrong with come?
Maybe I need to come a name for the project?
Close. A very common mistake is I need to come up a name. They forget the with, or sometimes I need to come a good idea. They drop the up with entirely. This instantly marks the sentence as non-native. The preposition is the key that unlocks the meaning. Up gives the idea of emergence, with connects it to the thing being produced. You can't skip them.
Noted. Always come up with.
Always. Okay, practice round time. This is for you and for everyone listening. I'll give you the first half of a common collocation. You finish it with the correct phrase. Number 1, to an idea.
Come up with an idea.
Good. Number 2, to as friendly.
Come across as friendly.
Number 3, to for a friend in need.
Come through for a friend.
Excellent. Now, listener challenge. I want you to pause and say one sentence out loud using come across. Maybe I came across a great podcast today. Do it. Seriously. Did you do it? Good. Now, if you're enjoying this deep dive into how English really works, make sure you're subscribed to Speak Like a Native. We do this every day, breaking down the phrases that make you sound natural, not like a textbook. Subscribing is the best way to make sure you don't miss the next lesson that might solve your exact speaking problem.
And it really helps us keep making me's.
Absolutely. Let's do a final recap with our single, memorable takeaway. Today's rule: stop thinking of come as just movement. Think of it as connection. Swap find accidentally for come across. Swap think of a solution for come up with a solution. Swap help in a crisis for come through. Do that and you'll instantly sound more natural.
Because come is about connection, not just direction.
You got it. Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. See you in the next one.